Welcome back and join me as we take a look at the most popular liveries on Ride 5, and this week we check out the Aprilia RS250. To begin, we have this stunning Andrea Dovizioso Honda... Wait, what, Honda? Yeah, Honda. Honda livery on an Aprilia RS250. Check that out. So there was a championship that was created back in the early days, right as Ride 5 came out. Shout out Ben Shelley if you're watching. We created 20 Aprilia RS250s and we generated like a classic 250 MotoGP championship. Took a lot of hours, bunch of guys on it. This was one of the bikes that featured on it and why it is a Honda livery on an Aprilia. But it might happen again, and right on cue, check out this Mika Kallio Red Bull KTM. We've achieved a really KTM-ish look by using a matte black base, and then the gloss paint over the top creates contours that give it that KTM look, especially on the front. I think the overall effect came out really well. But you slap a Red Bull and a KTM livery together and you are getting plenty of downloads. Yep, super nice. You can see the front, how that worked. Okay, so up next we have this Leopard Wanmia Moto 3. So far we haven't had a single Aprilia. So a Moto 3 machine. The replica livery has been added to this one. It was a 2017 replica added to the Aprilia RS by a Mr. David Lebvej. Not a livery creator I'm familiar with, but again, those really impactful colours and familiar leopard design made for a popular livery, and you can see why that is up there in the top. That probably looks really nice out on track as well. What we got next? Okay, so the livery from the front cover of this, the thumbnail, it is an absolutely stunning Marco Simoncelli replica. Look how he has created the grip on the tank. So he's gone with a matte black, used gloss paint to create the grip tape and texture. So the designer of this one will be featured throughout this a lot. He is very, very popular on the Aprilia RS250. He dominates the first page with lots of different replicas. It is Evil Phil. So Evil Phil, if you are watching, one of, if not the best classic livery creator out there, an absolute gentleman as well. So up next we go with the RS250 Fonzi Nieto by Paluzzu 46. Again, really recognisable colour scheme, went with the Telefonica Movistar. You've got the Repsol, bright colours, it's going to stand out and it's going to be popular for it. We've spoken about Paluzzu on previous videos. He gets in there super fast with replica liveries. He knows who's popular, he knows what models people are going to be downloading, he knows what people want, and he gets there before everybody else. As a result, featured quite highly in pretty much any replica gallery. So this Valentino Rossi special edition from 1998, I want to say, Evil Phil returns with the Nastro Azzurro special edition. Just look at that. If you liked bright colours, you've come to the right place. And if you like Marco Simoncelli and Valentino Rossi, then this video is for you. Love the abstract number 46 and the intricate and interesting pattern that he has recreated. Got all of the sponsors down there as well. He puts a lot of time and care into his liveries. I'd love to see him return. And it is no surprise that this next one is also an Evil Phil livery. You can see how this Valentino Rossi 1999, I want to say this one is, uses a lot of those same stickers with a much more simpler, stereotypical Aprilia colour scheme. I like Aprilias because I think black just works. Black and grey with a hint of red is a really stunning colour scheme, and this one's no different. A little bit more grey, but this might actually be the most downloaded Aprilia RS250 replica on the game. Now, one of my personal favourites is this Evil Phil Carrera Casey Stoner replica. I remember when he made this, he's done all the stickers himself. I love the use of gradients as well. The Carrera sticker came out very nice. There is certainly an advantage given to PC livery creators with their tools, but Evil Phil would have none of that. He's done a fantastic job at recreating this by hand. The result is very, very nice. I really like the gradient on the front where the number is. That came out super nice. So as I was saying in the earlier about stereotypical Aprilia, this, if you close your eyes and you think of an Aprilia RS250, you're probably thinking of this Tetsuya Harada livery. This is yet another Evil Phil. I will put, as always in the description, a list of all of the bikes, their download names and their creators, so you can go and get these if you find one that you're interested in. But not much to say on this one. It is just pure Aprilia racing. And he also has other riders as well for this one. I think he has like a Loris Capirossi one. And then up next we have this Marco Simoncelli, the classic Marco Simoncelli replica, I feel, the Metis Gelera livery, and is, if not the number one, number two, number three most downloaded Aprilia, to the surprise of no one, given how popular these guys are. Valentino Rossi, Marco, right up there, and the Casey Stoner one is very popular too. I like the Metis logo. I like how he's got the design within the M. That's came out really nice. Here was a nice challenging one. So this one came about in the early days. I got a request saying on Instagram, hey, but you can't do this one. And he was right, I couldn't. I was not at that level yet. I was still learning the sticker editor and getting good at it. But I knew Mr. Phil could probably handle this one, and what a great job he did. This Aleix DeAngeles replica was sublime. What he explained was he'd made the M and the S sticker at the best of his ability in the sticker editor, cut around it with white, then took out the middle to create a template, which is what I've actually replicated that technique, and then put the gradients underneath, added some details, and a lot of time to create two letters, but came out super well. Okay, how about this for a special edition? The Spider-Man Aprilia RS250 of Marco Melandri, I think this one was, Marco Melandri. The original has perhaps a little bit more gradients and detail that would without doubt take you over the layer limit, but Evil Phil has done a fantastic job at recreating this one, and it's of course a very popular livery. I think he also had a different type of, it wasn't just the Aprilia RS, I'm sure he had a different one as well that he rode. Okay, so this one we have Mappo 78 with this Aleix Espargaro 250, taking a modern design of the Aprilia, opting to go with a matte colour scheme and then putting it on the Aprilia RS250 from 2001, and it looks pretty damn nice. Really creative, simplistic, that's what Mappo does. Keeps it simple, absolutely nails the stickers, and the result is always very, very clean. Great job, Mappo. This one is Mappo again, with this Max Biaggi replica. Really, when I think of Mappo, I'm thinking of Max Biaggi. He's my assumption is he's a very big Max Biaggi fan. You'll find that as soon as a Milestone Games comes out, you'll have helmets, you'll have numbers, stickers, liveries that are Max Biaggi that he gets out there right on day one. As a result, very, very popular, and also in the top couple of downloaded replicas on this bike. But again, simple, but absolutely nailed it. Good job, Mappo. So in hindsight, if I could do this one again, I'd probably make a gold undercoat and make that number really gold, but this is the Jorge Lorenzo Fortuna livery. It was one of the first liveries I created, and got me kind of thinking about gradients and creating that the watch face at the bottom. Wasn't a particularly hard livery to do, but it was very popular because look at the colour scheme. How could it not? It's very cartoony and out there. And this was created for the downloadable 250 GP Championship. I'll put details of that championship in the description below so you can jump on it once you've finished your BSB one. This next one is another Aleix DeAngeles livery, the rather complex 3-dimensional number 3 on the front, and the Graffusa, is that a peanut? It has to be a peanut, right? It's definitely not something rude. Peanut cartoon as well added to it, made for a very interesting and cool process to create this one. This is one of mine that I did again as part of that 250 GP Championship. I like the design. I like that it went away from the typical Aprilia look, and it has sponsors slapped all over, and with little symmetry actually. If you look at the front, different sponsors on one side versus the other. So there you go. That is a bunch of very nice Aprilia RS250s. Are you inspired to create one? Go give it a go. I'll be back later with more custom liveries. Until next time, bye for now.